Zionism was created on the idea of assuring safety for the Jewish people. Theodor Herzl, Max Nardau had no ideological or economical plans for the Jewish state. They didn't have in mind to build a religious or secular, a communist or a capitalist country. Over the years, Zionist movement became popular among those who left Jewish religion. And it began to be presented as an alternative to Judaism. It even became somewhat anti-religious. And since communism was the flavor of the day in many non-religious Jewish circles, Zionism started having a Marxist tilt as well. The Zionist movement was trying to attract members and financial support. Because of the ideologies they have chosen, the doors to most Orthodox communities were closed for them. But a Zionist organization, Bilu, decided to ask help from the Rebbe Maharash, the fourth Lubavitcher Rebbe. The Lubavitcher Rebbes were known for their out-of-the-box thinking and were not afraid to go against the grain. And therefore, Bilu believed that they had a chance of getting the support of Lubavitch. Indeed, Rebbe Maharash was ready to give them even more than what they requested if they made one change. The organization's name was Bilu, an abbreviation of the Torah verse Bet Yaakov L'chu v'nelcha, the house of Jacob, let's go forth. Rebbe Maharash asked them to include the end of the passage in their title, as the whole passage reads, the house of Jacob, let's go forth in the light of God. The leaders of Bilu refused to mention God in their name. Jews lived in the land of Israel all the centuries. These were Orthodox Jews. My friend's grandmother, who was born there, said that the Arabs living near them did not do laundry on Saturdays out of respect for the Orthodox Jews. And then came the Zionist Jews, and they began to violate the Torah right there in front of their eyes, disturbing them to keep Shabbos. Many of the original documents and symbolism of Zionism began to emphasize its anti-religious character. It is not surprising that the Orthodox Jews did not support Zionism in this form. The Reform Judaism saw Zionism as even a greater threat to them. The Reform movement is built on the idea that you must be first a loyal citizen and only then a Jew. Therefore, they erased any mention of the land of Israel from their prayers. How can you be a loyal German or Frenchman if you are dreaming of moving to a different country? Zionism was an anathema to their ideology. And then came Rabbi Avraham Yitzchak Kook, who said that Zionism in itself doesn't contradict the Torah. Anti-religious ideology was artificially introduced into it, and he created a movement of religious Zionism. He even insisted that moving to land of Israel will hasten the coming of Mashiach, an idea which most of rabbis disagreed with, and the secular Jews also disagreed with because they didn't believe in the coming of Mashiach. If your head is not exploding yet, let's do the math of all the groups we have. Anti-religious Zionists, Orthodox anti-Zionists, Reform anti-Zionists, religious Zionists, and of course there were anti-religious anti-Zionists. The Lubavitcher Rebbe, our Rebbe, was consistently doing everything he can to help the Jews in Israel. Many people came to him with complaints about it. The Rebbe said that he is not interested in all these fractions and ideologies. He was not concerned with what happened in Europe in generations before. He is motivated by one thing and one thing only: the safety and security of the Jewish people. The Rebbe did not want to go into theological discussions and debate what should have been done and what should have not been done. Now, there are millions of Jews living in Israel, and the Torah is obligating us to do everything we can so they will be protected and they will be able to prosper. And this is more important than any ideology for or against the state of Israel. The Rebbe's position was the one that was able to unite all the Jews. And this is what happened. The vast majority of Orthodox world over the time adopted the Rebbe's position. The Rebbe, in fact, returned Zionism to its origins, the safety of the Jewish people was the original foundation of the Zionist movement and the only consideration on the basis of which Zionism appeared.